Penguin facts: there are a total of 18 species of these birds in the world. The first penguins appeared on Earth so long ago that they predate the dinosaurs. Up to 30% of a penguin's total mass is due to their very developed pectoral muscles. They need such strong muscles to swim fast. When on land, penguins sit, leaning on their short tail. And when swimming, it serves as their rudder. Unlike all other birds, penguins have dense bones, not hollow, and more like those of mammals. Almost half of all non-flying bird species on Earth are penguins. But they are not the largest of their kind. There are also ostriches. Since penguins are often hunted by orcas, these birds do not always risk diving into the water. If one dives, the bravest one, and remains alive, it is followed by the rest of the flock. Galapagos penguins, living on the islands of the same name, live in a warm, even hot climate, and they are not adapted to the cold at all. The largest of the penguins, emperor penguins, spend up to 10 months each year in Antarctica. Penguin feathers resemble hairs or wool. During the molt, these birds cannot swim, so they starve until their feathers grow back unless fed by their relatives. Penguins are the only birds in the world that can swim without being able to fly. Of all birds, only penguins walk standing up like humans. To keep warm, penguins huddle together in tight piles. In the center of this gathering, the temperature can be 40 to 45 degrees higher than outside, and the birds are constantly swapping places to ensure that everyone gets warmth. In order not to fall into the snow, penguins lie on their stomachs and glide, like skiers, pushing off with their wings. And in this way they can move pretty fast. Penguin feet do not feel the cold due to the fact that there are very few nerve endings in them. They can survive temperatures as low as -60 degrees. That kind of cold can quickly kill most other living creatures. Emperor penguins are monogamous, they form pairs for life. There is a well-documented case, when after a group of explorers stole a penguin's egg, the whole flock began chasing them, without, however, trying to attack them. They huddled and returned the egg to the penguins, and they left him alone. The penguins reach swimming speeds of 30 to 35 kilometers per hour. Typically, these birds are looking for prey in near-surface waters, but if necessary, they can dive to a depth of 100 to 200 meters. And emperor penguins, up to 500 meters. Most penguins are quite indifferent to everything around them, unless they are threatened. But the stone penguins have a rather angry temper, and they are often the first to attack any uninvited guest. Layer of fat inhabiting the cold edges of the penguins is 2 to 3 cm thick. They often lose weight and get fat. So, emperor penguins hunt 2 to 3 times a month, gorging themselves to death. By the next hunt, they can lose 30 to 40% of their weight. The droppings of Papuan penguins are pink in color. Small penguins weigh only 1–2.5 kilograms and are usually no taller than 30 to 40 cm. Penguins have flat cornea eyes, which allows them to see perfectly underwater, but on land they are short-sighted because of this. Penguins swallow rocks to better dive to greater depths. Underwater they can stay up to 25 to 30 minutes. Eggs are incubated by male penguins, not by females, who are hunting at the same time. Walking speed of penguins on land does not exceed 2–3 kilometers per hour, but if necessary, they can go without stopping for a rest under 100 kilometers. Patagonian penguins can swim for weeks at a time, covering a distance of several thousand kilometers. All penguins, except the emperor penguins, build nests. They do not need fresh water to drink. Penguins can easily make do with seawater, and the excess salt is removed from their bodies by special glands. Of all the species of penguins in the world, the most golden-haired penguins. Now they live on Earth about 20 million. The magnificent penguins living in New Zealand are the only ones that spend most of their lives on land. The number of penguin colonies can reach 10 to 20,000 individuals. Female penguins sometimes kidnap other penguins' cubs if their own perish. These birds easily recognize each other by their voices. Most penguins are not afraid of people, as they are used to the fact that the danger may be waiting for them only in the water. Unlike most other birds, penguins have no sexual dimorphism, and females are visually very difficult to distinguish from males. The ancestors of modern penguins lived in a different geological era, when Antarctica was not yet at the pole and the climate was quite warm. As millions of years passed, Antarctica shifted to the South Pole, and most of the local animals either migrated or became extinct. But the penguins stayed and adapted. During mating season, individual penguin colonies clump into one, and up to 5 million of these birds can be in one place. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Leave suggestions for the next videos in the comments.